This little circuit on the breadboard here is something I've been working on, a Wein bridge oscillator. I've been playing around with that for a few days, and I about have it tuned to, if not perfection, good enough for engineering. It uses a Radio Shack quad op amp I have around LM324. The reactive RC parts, I'm using a 10 nanofarad, both capacitors, and a 33K and a 47K. That and a little trim pot on the gain. I can tune that to get just enough gain to where it comes up in frequency, comes up and oscillates without overdriving too much. So the RC was picked for 400 hertz, and there is also the other 4 sections of this are being used in a phase shifter, so I can create 120 degree plus and minus 3 phases. That is essentially this diagram here. This just inverting amp. I just left that off. Use the other 3 parts. It's just another inverting amp with gain of 1, and then the phase 2 phase shift. It's just all resistors and 1 capacitor. It's worked out really nice. I'm pleased with that. I'm not going to show the phase shifting. I just have one application. This is a reproduction of a video from last year where I used an old tube amp. This time I got Dad's Techniques power amp here. I just ran it. This thing puts out about 8 volts. Originally had a couple of diodes back to back. I removed those and put in the resistor to adjust it, get a lot more looking like a pure sine wave, doing it that way. And then running that 8 volts into the CD input, just tested with a speaker and an 8 ohm 20 watt resistor, and with this thing cranked up, within a few seconds this 20 watt resistor was starting to smoke. So now I'm going to use it for my application, which is aircraft avionics. I have these 2 synchro motors. I've done these from last year, and I'm monitoring the voltage on those. It's a times 10 probe set for 5 volts per division. So I'm turning the voltage up, and it looks like I'm getting about 100 volts before it starts clipping. I only got to 80 on the other part, but that is powering the synchros. You move one motor, and the other one moves with it. These are just tied together with the 400 cycle per second power, and then 3 phases connected together, and I'm getting some nice power. I'm hoping to use this beast with the 3 phase, and actually I've got some Class D amps on the way. Those will be here in a few weeks or month. I can probably get 2 channels with that, but I don't know. We'll see. I want to power up a 3-phase 400 hertz gyroscope motor. I have a nice one on the way. But anyway, I'm real pleased with the Wein bridge, and let me turn this back down before anything smokes. So I'm real pleased with that and the phase shifter, and we'll see what happens when we get the gyroscope motor in.